Salute, 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 everybody. Salute, 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 salute. Well. One down, one more to go. WrestleMania 41, day one is in the history books. And boy, was it an epic day. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the WrestleMania 41 post show and reactions. I'm your host, Armondo Black. Got my brother, my Wolfpack Twinnies brother here with me. D Truth, what's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing going on, but I got to tell you, bro. Uh, from Stand and Deliver to Night One of WrestleMania, it was what it's supposed to be. It was what it's supposed to be. That's how you do a badly wrestling event, just like Tony Khan. Tony Khan. If you listening, or you saw WrestleMania, that's how you put on a big, one of your biggest event. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. It was
Correct.
a lot of twists, a lot of turns. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you came out even this day with Standard Deliver and Night One. I went 10-4. So, hey, if
You had a good day. You had
yeah,
a very good day today. Yeah. Salute to you, Sam. Salute to you, brother. Salute, salute, salute. Happy, well, it'll be Easter in a couple of minutes. We're in uh, about 30 minutes and some change. It'll be officially Easter Sunday. But welcome everybody, WrestleMania weekend, Easter weekend. Thank you all for joining us here. Stand and Deliver. I man, I was amazed and how that turned out. Hey, we could have a an interesting situation with the women's tag team belts. I don't know if you've heard, but Bailey was attacked earlier today backstage. Backstage, she was attacked. So Lyra is going to have to find her, find a partner to fill in, and so I don't know who that could be. So that's going to be interesting
they're gonna be very
tomorrow night.
interesting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to be very interesting.
Okay, let's go through Stand and Deliver right quick. Ricky Saints, we knew they weren't gonna take the title off him that quick. We already knew that.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh.
so let's go to the who saw Taylor Paxton and her partner winning that tag team match at the pre-show. Who actually thought I didn't see that coming? I did not see
I
that
didn't
coming.
see that coming either. I thought maybe it would be I had picked Roxanne and
Hmm.
Cora J to win, but my second choice would have been what's the chick with the big nose? Yeah,
Yeah,
what was it?
Jesse James and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because they've been hot lately. They went
yeah,
over there and they beat the
TNA
no, they
champions.
they they beat yeah they beat the TNA tag team champions. It was a non-title match, but they've been hot lately. So I didn't see that coming, man. But Tatum Paxley, she's improved. She's improved
Yeah,
a lot since she came up under Lyra's wing when she was in Lyra's shadow. She's improved a
yeah,
lot. So that I don't know. I'm not saying they'll beat Liv or whoever they face for the belts. I'm not saying they'll win, but it'll be a good match.
yeah.
It'll be a good
And,
match.
and I'm telling you, Gigi Darling and Taylor Paxton, and I'm gonna tell you who else helped them prepare for that match. Sasha, and she's a big part of that tag team that they got. A veteran giving them
Yeah,
guidance.
Shotzi Blackheart was a former women's tag team champion. She's held belts in a lot of on a lot of brands. So that having her around as their mentor, and then also you got to remember Gigi Dolan. Her and JC Jane, they dominated for a year. when they were with
Yeah,
Toxic Attraction.
yeah,
So you got some experience in that camp. So
yeah,
we overlook them. With I think right now people really need to start paying attention to that tag team combination of Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley moving
yeah,
forward.
yeah. You're
Mhm.
right. And what you think about that big announcement WWE made before the night one
Um,
with Triple A?
I well the thing is, man, where you gonna put them? Where you put them, where you use them, the ones that are coming over. Um, you don't want to do like you don't want to go down the same road that Tony Khan went down. Add New Japan in and all these other promotions in, and the wrestlers we're not really familiar with.
Yeah, but
So if you're gonna bring them in, bring them in slowly, bring them in through NXT, but I would not immediately bring them up to the Raw or SmackDown. You know.
yeah,
Salute
but
to
I
you, see
think
what's up. Salute to you, King. Hold on for a second. Salute to you, King Info. Salute to you, brother.
yeah, and I think Triple A gonna be it, it, they gonna have. I guess they're gonna do like like they did TNA. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
I think that how Triple H they're gonna do it. Not actually
Uh huh.
bring them in, but have some kind of intertwined with like on special case. Like I think they got one coming up in June.
Um,
World Collide, something like that. So I can understand that. What way Tevin Khan doing it? I don't think so. I think Triple H got it all planned out because they wouldn't have did that unless they knew
Crown
what they're going to
Jewel.
do.
Crown
Yeah,
Jewel. Crown Jewel. And I think what I would like to see them do with Crown Jewel is have like a interpromotional match. Just they could split the money or however you do it, but have the AEW champion facing the WWE champion. That would be epic. And if they was to do that, and it's been done before, they did it. A lot of people don't remember this, but back in the late '70s and the early '80s, they had the WWF champion taking on the NWA champion. Bob Backlund and Ric Flair wrestled each other. Billy Graham and Holly Race wrestled each other. Bruno Sammartino and Dorfont Jr. wrestled each other. They had interpromotional matches, and a lot of people don't remember that, because it was so long ago. But they look at that idea and say, "Oh, that's impossible." That they could agree to something like that, but it can be done. It was done once before. They did it well. They did it like 40, 50 years ago. They can do it again.
yeah,
Can you imagine how much money if you had a Dean Ambrose versus Cody Rhodes or versus Jay Uso, something like that, man. Man, that'll
yeah,
sell.
yeah. That will sell. And I just see this coming in the NXT women ladder match.
Uh-huh.
So Ruka, but she been on the cusp of winning the title. But I
Yeah.
didn't see that. I did not see that coming. I didn't. That's one I just see that coming right there. That ladder match and that
Uh-huh.
them women. I got to tell you, the WWE women let it all hung out. They always let it hang out. I don't care. Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown. I don't. I don't care at PLEs. They let it all hang out. I'm gonna go on and say this. I don't know if you're gonna agree with me or not. That WWE Women Division is the best women division in wrestling.
NXT. I got to give it to NXT. I think NXT's is the best, in
Yeah,
my opinion. You
yeah.
know.
I put the NXT Raw and SmackDown all together compared to AEW's TNA, any other wrestling promotion. I'll put all them together since they kind of intertwine with each other anyway. But I think the other wrestling promotion they got to do something. to get the women's division back up to. What about Hank and Tank?
Hank and Tank. Hank and Tank. That tag team is gonna be around for a while. They did very good today. Very good today.
Yeah, and Dawg State, we called Dawg State winning, but we didn't see them winning that way.
Uh-huh.
But you called it though. You said State might turn on the Dunn. You called it. You called it, bro. You called that one.
Yep. I just I noticed there was friction between them, and I just felt like I just felt the turn coming. I felt the turn coming.
Yeah, and that last match, uh, before the women match, Stephanie Valkyrie, that was a good women's match. She did her thing, and hey, all the women shined in that Fatal 4-Way Women NXT Heavyweight Title match. All women shined in that match. I can't take
Right.
that away from it. But Stephanie Valkyrie, hey, who would be her? Oh, and she said, "Bring on Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, for Tuesday night." So,
You know what? If Stephanie is still the champion and Obi is still the men's champion for the NXT, and Stephanie is still the women's champion, when it comes to Crown Jewel, I hope they would have a triple threat this time instead of just having the Raw champion going up against the SmackDown champion. You have to include Obi and Stephanie in this because, in my opinion, I feel that Stephanie could beat Tiffany or whoever wins that triple threat tomorrow. Now, I think Stephanie could be any female in WWE. I think she could stand up to any female on that WWE roster, not just NXT, but the entire WWE brand roster, full of
yeah,
when it comes to the female.
yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on
Uh,
that cause I looked at that, I saw that match, I'm like, dang, and they were putting out moves. I'm like, Jesus.
Look,
That,
let me tell you something, man. We've been watching Jordan Grace for many years, man. I mean, I can go back to Lucha Underground, TNA, and man, we done seen Jordan Grace perform in some Royal Rumbles, man. I've never seen Jordan Grace get handled the way she got handled this afternoon by Stephanie. She got handled.
yeah,
Yeah,
and not
I mean, we're talking about Jordan Grace now. You
yeah,
you don't do that to Jordan Grace.
and not only by Stephanie, but Jada Parker. Hey, she held on. She held on, and Julie, she held on. Jordan Grace looked like she was out of fish out of water in that match.
This is the thing with Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie has the same problem that Roman Reigns had in his early days. Okay, Roman Reigns only had one finishing move in the beginning, and salute to you, Braun, salute to you. Happy Saturday to you. Roman Reigns only had one finishing move, and that was the spear. Okay, now he has the Superman punch and in the guillotine. Okay, Jada Parker needs another finishing move besides the
Yeah,
hypnotic. She needs
yeah,
something, some kind of submission move because in there's a situation like today, her hip, she got a bruise on the hip, and it wasn't effective toward the end of the match like it normally would be. So when you're in that situation, you got to be able to adjust and go to, use something else in your arsenal to put your opponent away. That's a problem that I think that's Jada's problem right now. She needs to develop another, weapon to put her
yeah,
opponent away.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that men triple threat match, man. Hey, look at the future is bright for WWE with them three. Cause they put it all
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. I think the young OG he needs to learn how to put his opponents away a lot quicker. Don't do quit doing all that shining and showboating. Trick Williams, he gonna be all right, man. I just think it's a situation where Obi got his number.
Yeah,
Obi just got his number. I just don't think Trick Williams is right now is on Obi's level, in
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah. And I'm going to say this right here. I'm gonna see if you agree with me. Stand and deliver at 1 o'clock today. Put the pressure on night one of WrestleMania for it to outshine Stand and Deliver. They put the pressure on. They
Well,
put the pressure on.
you can say that, but that's the Saturday night card. If you look at it, the Saturday night WrestleMania card is was stacked.
Yeah.
Because you had matches in there that everybody wanted to see. The Charlotte, Tiffany, right out the rip. Everybody, I mean, that was they got beef with each other in real life. Everybody wanted to see that.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, Roman Reigns, the triple threat. Everybody wanted to see that, and then people wanted to tune in and see could Jay Uso pull off the upset, the upset of the year. Salute to you for the boy Fred. Salute to you. So I I think WrestleMania's night one. This you couldn't ask for a better night one. You couldn't.
Yeah.
I did not see these many titles changing hands. I didn't see these many titles changing hands. I really didn't. I did not see the uh the US
World
the
heavyweight title
world title, yeah, the world heavyweight title
and the U.S.
changing
title.
hands like in the US title. I didn't see them changing and the tag team titles.
Yeah.
I did not see them letting all three titles change hands like that.
But I'm gonna say, although underhanded, how New Day won. I said this. I called it. I said New Day, the way they are now, they're gonna win up winning the tag team title.
Yeah,
Sure enough, hey, but this Tiffany win over Charlotte Flair. What did that win do for her? What that win do for her for us going forward now?
it I'm gonna they passed the torch. They passed the torch. Tiffany is going to be the face of the women's division in 2025. You know what I'm saying? They sent a message tonight, letting her beat Charlotte in that way. Yeah, she's gonna carry the torch. Um, Now, Rhea Ripley is already dominating. Bianca, Rhea Ripley, EO. I see them trying to put EO up there as well. But as far as marketing, you can't go wrong
The
with
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Yeah, you can't go
Uh,
wrong with
yeah.
Tiffany, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get to all the interest in a minute. All the interest in a minute. Jacob, we saw that coming. He always had a LA Night number, so that was no big surprise in winning the US title. Let's get to and Jay beating Naomi. She
Uh,
showed power. She showed power in that match. And Naomi, she showed grit. But it with that match right there, hey, I how many times did she catch Naomi?
Hmm.
How many times did she catch
Salute,
Naomi?
salute to you, Teron Black.
How
I'm
you
gonna be
doing?
honest with you, man. I'm proud of Naomi. Naomi
Yeah,
held her own. For her to be coming back from a lot of people don't remember she came back from an injury a year ago. And it's just Jade is a power wrestler. She's that's a powerful ass woman. Naomi is known for speed. Naomi got she's strong in her own way, but she ain't strong like Jade. So I thought that match would end a hell of a lot quicker than it did. I didn't think it would even go that long. So I gotta take my head off to Naomi. She held
yeah,
on.
yeah. She did. What's up, Teron?
Yeah, I could pick back on that. Naomi, man, she held that match together because like there was a couple questionable bumps, couple questionable you know, moves that almost went totally wrong. But like Jade is pretty much she's still kind. People don't get it. Like she's still like pretty raw in the game compared to like same with Tiffany Stratton. These are like raw athletes still compared to like the Charlottes and the Naomi's and stuff. These Naomi and I believe they was in the game for like 15 years already, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That thing, that one was about 10 to 15. Yeah,
Yeah. So they have both of them. I'm happy for both Charlotte and because Charlotte came off a bad knee injury.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
14 months on the 14 months on the shelf.
Yeah, meniscus, ACL, MCL. I mean, that break down some of the best athletes in the real real sport game. So she
Eh,
can't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Teron.
So like I mean, she held it down with Tiffy. Like and Naomi, she definitely held it down with Jay. Like Jay gonna be when she get the ring presence so fucking like I could cuss. We good with that. I don't want to step on any toes.
Go
All
Say
ahead.
what now?
Yeah,
Go
he said,
ahead.
right.
Go
"Can
ahead,
All
brother.
right, all
go
right.
ahead."
Go ahead.
Let's make sure. I don't want to step on toes with cussing and stuff. We good on that, right?
Yeah, we good, man. Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Yeah. Like when Jay get real good in the ring presence and like conquering the psychology of the match type situation, she gonna be a force to reckon with. Dead ass. I just see you just see a little. It's a little stiffness in there. You know what I mean?
You Jade. You're talking about Jade?
Jade and a little bit
Yeah,
Tiffy
tell about
too.
Jay.
Yeah, both of them is similar, but like Jay more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you, and that was the knock on her when she was in AEW.
Hmm.
A lot of people were, they said, okay, she got speed, she got power, but as far as like, wrestling, because I saw that when her and what's the chick, Red Velvet,
Yeah.
she would have a hard time with Red Velvet in AEW because
Hmm.
Red
Oh,
Velvet
you talking about Velvet Sky?
could wrestle. She could actually wrestle.
Were
Yeah.
you referencing Velvet Sky? That's what you talking about, Red Velvet Sky?
Oh, yeah. I forgot she did change her name when she went to what was that? Ring of Honor too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, I got
Salute to you, Super Jam. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, man. Welcome
you.
to the broadcast. Yeah, man. Yeah, Red Velvet gave her a hard time because Red Velvet could actually take it to the mat.
rest. Yeah.
That's something that hold up, did you? That's just like Jada Parker. Okay, Jay needs to she needs a submission move.
Oh,
She
definitely.
needs a submission move. Once she gets a submission move, she's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. WWE got that AEW don't got. They got coaches. They gonna develop her. So I'm saying they gonna develop her, and we see wrestlers that came into WWE got one set of moves, but yet develop. I'm gonna give a perfect example. They get to my next point. Jay Uso versus Gunther.
Hmm.
We just who knew Jay Uso had power?
I
Who knew he
mean,
had power?
Really, he's been hitting that gym. Salute to you, Neptune. Salute to you.
yeah.
He's been hitting that gym hard. And another thing, man, he has a submission move. That's something else that we learned tonight, bro. That he got a submission move. So that tells me he's been working out with
Hmm.
Roman. He's been training with the Rock. He's been training, and now he's going to another stratosphere in his career now.
I have a
Yeah.
prediction on, especially with the ending of. Have y'all said anything about the main event?
No, they're gonna be
No,
the
no,
next.
when you say,
All right,
yeah,
all right, all right.
you go
I
ahead,
hold
Gotcha.
that.
you go
I
ahead and
hold
Go
that.
speak
ahead.
on it, man.
Go ahead.
My
Speak on.
theory, my theory is, I watch it's gonna be Jay versus Self. That's gonna be SummerSlam. I just see it coming. That's SummerSlam main event. Like I see that. That's just ready made. Since what happened in the main event, we'll talk about that later. But that's my little theory on that.
I don't know, man. I think Seth is going for the big belt. I think he, because he's feeling some type of way. He, he got hurt last year in WrestleMania
Yep.
trying to help Cody. He sacrificed. He told the truth Monday night, man. When he was like, well, it was last night when he was talking about sacrificing. He did. He sacrificed his own body to help that man win the belt last year, and he feels like Cody teaming up with Roman to help him fight off so of them. He felt like that's a slap in the face. So I think Seth is gonna come gunning for Cody. And I can see the winner of Damian and Drew McIntyre going after Jey Uso.
I can see that
That's
too.
that's how I think that's gonna go.
That's both of them possible. What I'm questioning. I don't see why would they give Cena the belt tomorrow. That's what I'm trying.
It's not gonna happen. It's not
Yeah,
It's
gonna
not gonna
happen.
happen.
yeah.
No,
No.
Everybody's over here like yes, they think Cena. I was like, you gotta make it make sense to me. All right, you give Cena.
that ain't happening, brother. That ain't
Yeah.
happening.
I'm tell you why that. Hey, Teron, I'm tell you why that gonna happen. Cause you remember when CM Punk won the championship for John Cena and ran off.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden they had to create another belt.
Yeah.
They don't want that. They do not want that same scenario. And I'm tell you what one thing y'all had thought about. Okay, Paul Heyman with Seth Rollins. How Seth Rollins did Roman Reigns and how Paul Heyman did CM Punk. That feud is not over with.
Oh yeah, that's going to hell in cells. That's gonna be
Anytime that
yeah.
anytime that Seth Rollins is gonna go after, he ain't gonna win it.
They'll Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns will have. I keep hearing Roman Reigns is got some movie deals coming up.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I feel that he has some movie deals coming up. So expect Roman Reigns to kind of fade off into the sunset for a while because he got movie deals coming up. Uh, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, nasty rivalry. That's definitely. I agree with you, Teron. That's gonna go into Hell in a Cell. But
Mm-hmm.
when SummerSlam roll around, Seth is gonna come gunning for Cody in that belt. Because I feel like Seth is feeling some type of way. Because he helped that man win the belt. Look, man, Cody ain't winning that belt last year. If it wasn't for Seth.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
what bothers me about the SummerSlam thing because like I feel like that's a WrestleMania main event if that goes down. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yep. And I'm gonna say another thing. Seth Rollins with last year WrestleMania, Seth Rollins was already hurt going into that match. Going
Sure.
into he was already hurt going into WrestleMania, right? And after he had that match with who he had met with Drew
He
McIntyre.
got he
Yeah,
got
Drew
hurt.
McIntyre.
Remember they had a tag team which you okay, you forgetting now. They had a tag team match that Saturday night. That Saturday night, the main event was The Rock, Roman Reigns versus
Mm-hmm.
Seth and Cody. Okay. Remember, The Rock hurt Seth's leg. He hurt his leg. And that affected him. And the next day he lost to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
He lost,
but
he lost his world title. He lost that world title because it was the first match of that Sunday. And then not instead of just going on to the hospital seeing about his leg, man, he came back later on that night to help Cody. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, man, with war games, man, the way Cody did, the way I mean, Seth was he was pissed about that, bro. He felt some type of way that Cody clicked up with Roman for war games, bro. So I'm telling you, man, I think while Seth is done with CM Punk, he's gonna come gunning for Cody for that belt. That's
And
SummerSlam.
yeah, I just what I want to see. What's going to happen on Monday Night Raw in Las Vegas? What is going to be said? What Paul Heyman going to say? And and I kind of feel for Roman Reigns. I kind of feel for CM Punk, and because put it away, they don't call Seth Rollins the the architect for nothing, do they?
Architect, the architect,
Architect.
the
They don't
architect.
call him that for nothing, do they?
Yeah, the
No,
When
revolutionary. The evolutionary.
I just want to know how long this been brewing, how long this been set up.
This part been brewing since Roman lost the title. To be real with you.
well, y'all forgetting one thing. Paul Heyman brought all three of them into the WWE.
Yep.
Now he brought Punk in first because
Mm-hmm.
Punk was kind of like an extension from ROH. Because remember,
And
Paul owns some
OVW
of
too.
ROH and he in ECW. He was an
Mhm.
extension of them. Okay, but uh, the other two, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. He also they were also Paul Heyman guys as well, but they
Yep.
were younger, coming up in the ranks, right behind CM Punk. So, Paul, they all three of them are Paul Heyman guys. So it really shouldn't be much of a surprise that Paul Heyman would flip over to Seth Rollins. I mean, I would expect them to do that on Raw or SmackDown. I didn't think that they would do it at WrestleMania, but hey,
And what they say at WrestleMania, expected, unexpected, it all kinds of twists. People look here, turning on each other. Then I'm like, Jesus, what's really going on? And like I said, congratulations, New Day. They the all-time winning tag team in WWE history. And they going down. I'm gonna say they're Hall of WWE Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
are already Hall of Famers, man. When they
yeah.
won, yeah, when they passed Demolition. I mean, holding the belts is long. They broke Demolition's record for the longest tag team holding the belt the longest. Man, they became Hall of Famers then, bro. But
Yep.
to do it 12 times, they have submitted, they're putting distance between them and the Usos because I think the Usos, their tag team days are done. Because
Yeah,
eventually, Jimmy is going to get a belt. Jimmy may get the U.S. or the Intercontinental belt. They are single wrestlers now. The
yeah,
days of the Uso tag team that's over with. They may team up in war games every now and then or something like that, or at a pay per view where there's the two of them in Roman Reigns. You may see that, but as far as
yeah.
them being tag teams, like what the New Day doing and what the War Raiders are doing, them days over with, bro.
Hmm.
Them days over with.
I'll go further than that. I think the bloodlines days are numbered now.
Yeah,
Legit, I think a lot of them about to all break off and be doing their own gimmicks and everything. Except for the Usos, they're gonna be doing a senior thing, but they still gonna be kind of like a unit still. You know what I mean?
I can see Jimmy, um, Solo, and what's the other one? The other crazy one, the one that got hurt. LA Knight beat his ass last night. Who was
uh,
it?
yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Him.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he just
I
won the
could
title,
see
right? He
them.
just won the United States tonight, so
Yeah, don't Roman. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Roman ain't the same by himself.
Mm-mm. No,
He ain't. He
no.
is not the same by himself, man. So I think Triple H and them gonna do something. Nick
Yeah,
Aldis, them. They gonna have to do something, brother, because he
yeah,
is not the same by himself. Salute to you, Russell Red.
What
yeah.
up, Russ?
Without Paul Heyman, without the bloodline, he just think about when he actually was by himself. It didn't work. It did not work, did it?
He never was by himself, man. When he won the title, the first time he won a title, I think when he beat Brock Lesnar,
Hmm.
and then he beat Triple H for the belt. Dean Ambrose was still in WWE, remember? And him
Yep.
and
Yeah,
Dean Ambrose was still tight. They
yeah,
would they would be a tag team, but they had each other's back. This is the first time that we've seen a situation where Roman Reigns is solo dolo, where
yeah,
nobody is watching his back.
Yeah.
yeah. Neptune say you sound different.
He do sound different.
Yeah,
Is my mic messed up?
It's how you hey, you got the video so Mike. You know that old video so we on
yeah,
VH1.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it sound like static is on.
Nah,
uh.
you better announce the Whispers next song. That's what you better do.
Man, hell,
You the homie, my
man,
nigga. You know.
I don't know, man. Between all of that doggone yelling and screaming at the dawn at the TV and eating
Oh.
hot wings and
Shit.
stuff, that may have made my voice change. I don't know, man. Hey,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
uh,
When I see Jay Uso win that
That was
title,
cool. That was cool.
and I saw Jimmy in the ring, I
You
got a
thought
little emotional. I got a little emotional. I got a little emotional.
I thought the heel turn. I thought another heel turn was happening about that. I'm like, oh shit, and lingering, it lingering. I get the emotions, but hey, what's you know?
I was
That's
just
what
hoping Jimmy then I was just hoping Jimmy didn't attack that man. That's a
man,
house
you
in there.
too.
Please, Jimmy, please don't attack.
Hey,
I was like, man, it ain't smelling right now, man. What's up? What's up?
look,
Uh,
hey, I'm gonna tell you, I was thinking the same thing, especially when Jimmy picked up the belt and looked at it.
Uh huh.
I like, oh, here we go. I like, here we go. Like, God, hey, if night two gonna be like night one, I don't know what to say. How do they top night one?
All right. Do y'all do ranking
go
of the,
ahead, Teron.
y'all do rank of the matches before I even say this?
Have we
Yeah,
with
go ahead.
them?
I,
Man,
no, I, no. I'm asking y'all a question. Like, what y'all rank like the matches? Because
Well,
I'm
in my opinion, man, that triple threat was the best match. The
okay.
the
yeah,
triple threat, the two triple threat main events. You talking about of the entire day or just of WrestleMania?
Just
Are you including
the
Stand and
day
Deliver
one.
too?
Yeah, day one. Just day one. Just day one.
Okay,
I,
to me, I would go in this order. The WrestleMania main event tonight, number one match, and the second best match was the main event for Stand and Deliver.
so I didn't even
The
get
the
to.
the the, the, the men's main event for Stand and Deliver, the third best match in my opinion, was the women's four-way match for Stand and Deliver. The fourth best match would be I say it would have to be a tie between Tiffany and Charlotte and Gunther and Jay Uso. And the
Mm.
reason why I say it's a tie, Dietrich, I know you probably would put Gunther and Jay in front of them. The reason why I say that, man, because it just Gunther, it seemed like the Gunther just gave up too easy.
I agree with that.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all, I mean, is it me or am I the only
And
one feeling
Yeah.
like
no,
that?
no, 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 it ain't you. And when he used Gusto all mode on him, and he tapped out too quick. He didn't even try to get
Yeah,
out of the
man.
hole.
Yeah. That's why I really couldn't really get. It didn't hit me the way it hit you because it just felt like, okay, I see what Triple H them trying to do, but
Hmm.
damn, don't make it too obvious, you know. Because
Yeah,
it seemed like time he hit that move on him, bro, he was tapping. I'm like, wait a minute, Gunther, come
Yeah.
on now.
So,
yeah.
so, so I would say like the main event. I didn't get to watch Stand and Deliver, so I can't really comment on that. I'm not going to put myself out there. But
Uh-huh.
the main
It was
event,
good, bro. You should watch the playback, bro. That
I'll
was
watch.
cool.
I'll check it out. I definitely believe like the main event. That's number one. I put Tiffy and Charlotte as in the ring psychology. That felt like watching old school Flair versus Sting, like 80, 86, 87. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That did have a feel to it a little bit. Go
That
ahead,
had
Tyrone.
I,
yeah, because like they
I
were
have to
using each
disagree
other
with
moves
both of
and
y'all.
stuff. What's up?
I
What
have
you
to
say, Junior?
disagree. I have to disagree with both of y'all. And here's what I want the both of y'all to do. When you
Mm-hmm.
have time, watch the playback of that match.
I
They were
will.
missing a lot of moves.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
And it was
yeah.
it just it they look, man, it wasn't nothing like that damn Becky, Charlotte, Ronda Rousey.
Of
It
course.
wasn't nothing like Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. You know what I'm saying? Where they were just going at it,
Man.
or Rhea Ripley
In
and
Charlotte, Real Reason Charlotte, that might have been the best
Charlotte.
one out of all of them. Real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
man. They were missing a lot of like moves, and it just felt like they were kind of like, I don't know if they was out partying last night, late last night, and they just weren't, who they were both tired or their bodies wasn't into it or whatever. But it didn't feel like a typical Charlotte Flair match to me.
mm,
It did.
but I'm
And that might be Tiffy being raw to still kind of raw in the main event in that type of because this is a longer match. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
yeah.
That
Yeah.
might
Them
be
matches are long. Them matches
yeah,
are long at WrestleMania. But
yeah.
I'll tell you one match. You notice one match I ain't brought up, don't you, Armondo? There's one match,
Wh-
right?
Which one?
Ray Phoenix for El Grande Americana. That was a throwaway match. That was a
I
throwaway
Yeah,
agree.
match.
that was weird. I mean, man, they could have that. You know what, man? You know what they could have put in that spot? They could have put a rematch of Chelsea and old girl.
And
They
uh, I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
ain't say
they
nothing.
they they would. I think they would have had a much better match than that. Ray Phoenix was a last minute fill in. And this happened a lot with this WrestleMania, man. It's people getting injured before their matches, and you have to have people to come and fill in. It's crazy. Like Kevin Owens first, it was Kevin Owens, now Bailey, and then Rey Mysterio gets
Last from
injured,
last
and,
night.
and Ray
Yep.
Oh
Phoenix
shit,
had to
Bailey
step
got
in.
hurt.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Ray
I
Phoenix
didn't
had.
hear about that. What's going
Yeah,
with
man,
Bailey?
it's supposed to be Rey Mysterio and Chad Gable.
Y'all know that, but what about the Bailey thing? I didn't hear that one.
Bailey got attacked backstage by
Somebody.
Leo. Yeah, somebody. They didn't show who did it, but she got attacked backstage.
Oh, that might be pushing Gracie then.
But
Jordan,
but
yeah, Jordan
yeah,
Gracie. Okay, I got you.
but you know something funny though. Why every time somebody get hurt, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez always somewhere around.
Yeah, but that don't mean they did.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, Jay Carter got
it,
hurt. Everybody thought lived, and
that was a good, that
I
was a good
just don't
twist
believe
there.
they did it.
That was a good
but
swerve right there, though. If you think
yeah,
about it.
yeah. But I tell you, and another reason I didn't really like that match, not just because Ray Phoenix last minute fitted. I'm trying to figure out what angle are they trying to get at. Everybody know, just about everybody know who the heck he is other than that mask. You got to hang with uh, American made. Who else could it be?
Yeah, it's just a comic relief thing now.
Yeah,
I would have rather seen Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega.
yeah,
That that
yeah.
that would have been a bit much better fill in, and then it would have been a title match.
Yeah,
So you getting the best of both worlds, you know.
yeah. Selena Vega gonna get her title shot without the other two at the ring and cause when the what was it Friday night when them other two wasn't at that ring, Selena Vega beat her. So
Yeah, both
it,
times. Back
yeah,
there was back to back weeks when they were not at ringside. So the thing is, when the why Nick Aldis didn't put the belt on the line last night.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I thought. I mean, you know, I'm thinking when Zelina won, I'm like, okay, yeah, finally finally they done took the US belt off Chelsea Green. And come find out it was a non-title match. It was a
yeah,
damn non-title match.
yeah. But this is what I want to see when Selena Vega finally wrestled Chester Green for the belt. Them two stay away from the ring, and this is what I want to see too.
Uh,
This is what I want to say. Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce do this in title matches. If you tell whoever the champion is, they supported the state front of the ring. If they supported to come to the ring and interfere in the match any kind of way, and you found out, I don't care referee decision that you should that change hand.
uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
Uh,
I agree with that.
well,
yeah,
you know, man, this ain't the back in the days. Back in the days, they would do that. Back in the days, they call matches title matches. They call them down the middle.
hmm,
You know, like with no interfering. You know, you was gonna get disqualified. They wasn't gonna just let it go on and give the other person the advantage.
yeah.
Uh, the only exception is with the four horsemen. That's the only. Come on, let's gotta be real about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When
Totally
it
gonna
came to
cheat.
the tag team, when it came to the tag team titles
Yeah, yeah, I
and
got you.
the U.S. titles and the national heavyweight title, they had so many titles in WCW back then.
Yeah,
But when it came to the world title,
Yeah,
9 times out of 10, when Ric Flair won the matches, man, we won a fast square, bro.
yeah,
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 Yeah, I'm
man.
just saying when he beat Ron Garvin in the cage, he whooped Ricky Steamboat. No help from the
Man,
Four Horsemen.
them Ricky Steamboat matches, man. If you got, yeah, I'll just rewatch it. That's just a thing of beauty, man. Because
yeah. That
they called it on the fly and doing. It was nonstop. They called that show on the fly. They were that good.
Man.
yeah. And I'm telling you this right here with that and with the young people coming in and with what it is the LGF whatever I forgot the name of that show.
Legends,
Uh,
legends, and something like that. It's legends and rookies or something like it's some
yeah,
yeah something like that.
yeah, and hey, I'm telling you, the WWE future is bright.
Very.
Salute to you, Angelica. Salute to you. Because
And just
the reason why it is so bright, man, because you got, I mean, Triple H done put some great writers around him now. He's put a great staff around him, and they are training these people. They are actually training them how to wrestle before they bring them in. It ain't like it was back when Vince was there. You know, Vince was bringing in show ponies.
yeah,
Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Booker T them, they making sure the men and the women, they making sure that these folks can actually wrestle.
yeah,
These are some of the greatest. We got some of the greatest women wrestlers coming up I've ever seen in my life. Like legit. I
Yeah.
was talking to somebody on my stream when we were watching. Used to be just bodybuilding chicks, ex strippers, and maybe a little bit of
Yeah, nah, man. Ex strippers, ex porn stars. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But what's crazy now? What's crazy now? See, it's a lot of former athletes. Like matter of fact, it was on the tip of my tongue, Armondo. Who was them twins from that went to Miami? The girl twins that went to the They was like NXT. They was in the forum a little bit. I forgot their name. They were like two white chicks. They were twins on that
Them
Miami team that
Bellows,
went.
the
The Bella
Bellows,
twin.
No, the female twins.
They was said the Bella
the Bellow
twins.
twins.
They didn't play basketball, didn't they?
No, they play basketball.
Yeah,
You said,
the girls played basketball. They were twins, and they went to Miami, University of Miami.
well, I
They-
don't know who that is. I don't know who that
okay,
is.
Don't need it.
I'll go
I
find it. Go
wasn't
ahead.
really watching NXT like that back then.
Yeah. But like we said, look at you got the first. The Bible said the training. The one woman, one man gonna make it. Then evolve. That's the next step. Then after evolve, NXT. You see what I'm saying? They got stages. It's just like you play
Yeah,
Pee Wee. You play Pee Wee football. Then he go middle school football. Then high school football, college. Then maybe the pro. That's how they develop. They develop their wrestlers now. So AEW better get it together.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
trying to.
man, they bringing in wrestlers. These people they're bringing in, and the thing about it is, man, I don't know where they finding these women at. Man, these women are fine and thick, and they can wrestle. It is like Terrell said, man. Back in the days, man, they were bringing in anything. They were bringing in strippers, ex porn stars.
Eye candy.
Uh, they were bringing in anything, man, giving them an outfit and having. Remember them girls they had coming in, man. They couldn't wrestle a lick. Dawn
Mm-mm.
Marie and
Mm.
Eve Marie and a
Eva
couple other
Marie,
girls they brought
Eva
in,
Marie
man.
was
They
just
couldn't
trying to be
wrestle a
seen.
damn lick, man.
She was
Mm.
trying to be seen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no girl
Hey,
couldn't wrestle a lick, man.
I put in the back check. I figured out who they are. They've been on NXT for a minute. The Cavender twins. They were playing for the University of Miami.
Oh
That
yeah,
team is
now I know who you're
Yeah, I
talking
don't
about,
even
Terrell.
remember
yeah.
them.
I was like, what
I know who
happened
you're
to
talking about. I know. Yeah, but I'm telling you this right here. When I'm telling you when WWE really got an athlete, a woman athlete, Michelle McCool. She the
uh,
first. She the first pure athlete that they had in the women's division.
Hey,
Who
no
else?
sir.
Who else?
Hey, you forgetting one before Michelle McCool, bro.
man, you talk about China, but like
No, not China, not China.
it was
I'm
about
trying to
Jacqueline.
forget. Jacqueline.
There was a pure athlete in Kurt Russell, Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Jacqueline.
yeah.
Mm,
But beside them two paved the way for these other athletes to come in and get trained and start wrestling. They use their athleticism plus the wrestling training to get better. You see what I'm saying?
eh,
And that's why I got so much respect for Roxanne Perez. You know what I'm saying?
eh,
Yeah.
I don't like how she when she complaining of that, but I got respect for her because she to go to Booker T's reality wrestling training on the bus for what 2 hours to
Hmm.
get there.
yeah.
Let's say 4 hours, 2 hours to get back home. Hey, that dedication. You hear the story about wrestlers sleeping in cars that try to make their dream come true. Hey,
eh,
that's sacrifice. That is sacrifice.
uh,
I got it. I want to ask y'all too in the chat. Whoever watched WrestleMania tonight, what grade would you give WrestleMania Night One?
um, I would give it A minus, and the reason
Damn.
why I would give it the reason why I would give it A minus is the Ray Phoenix Chad Gable match that should have never been on WrestleMania on the WrestleMania card, bro. That was a joke. Tiffany and Charlotte, it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. They were kind of sloppy. If you go back and watch it, man, it was like even my daughter was like, this match kind of boring. It started off with some fireworks, and then toward the middle, it kind of Like they were missing moves, and it was just they were kind of sloppy, you know. But the other matches, the other matches were pretty good. I didn't like the fact that Gunther gave up so easy and tapped out so quick. You know, that couldn't look like two wrestling fans like the three of us. It could look kind of suspect, even though we know what they're trying to do.
Yep.
But overall, A minus, man, A minus.
Damn, you sold my grade. I was gonna say A minus too, and
Hey, that's mine too. So
yeah, because
Neptune said they got tired. Neptune said they got tired. I can see Charlotte. I can give you that one, Neptunes. I can give you that one for Charlotte. Uh, but Tiffany, I mean, you know, she been wrestling regularly. It went like she had a long layoff like Charlotte did. So, uh,
this happened like again. I think the two women matches that's is a case of green versus well aged in the ring. Like Naomi
right, right.
carried that match with Jade. She definitely carried that match. There's
Yeah,
no
yes,
and Charlotte carried that match because it was times where what you probably seen Charlotte was slowing her down like, hey, slow down. This pace is better. Because I mean, a good match is all about pacing. That's why the main event, the pacing was excellent. I'm saying excellent.
our
I've
adrenaline
been,
still
I,
pumped. Adrenaline still pumped.
I've
Go
been
ahead.
talking. I've been talking for 4 hours straight to the panel and everything. But so forgive me. But yeah, but like you could tell, like they all was well aged in the ring. They knew how to keep the tension alive. You know, everything worked right. Everything was smooth because they were pacing each other correctly. Them two get the women matches. The pacing was off. You can just tell. That's why it started so fast. Which you kind of want to start fast in the Charlotte one because the emotions are so high. They've been talking noise. They've been saying this. They've been building up it as it's gonna be heated. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they going against in their mind. They going against the two sisters, so they got to show out, which is cool. You want that. You want that type of, not necessarily hostility between. You want kind of like, all right, they did this. We got to step the game up. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, the pacing, Tiffy was way. You could tell like because there was a couple stiff slaps in there. If you go watch that I said, "Oh, that was stiff." You learn. All right, what's stiff and what's not stiff. It was a couple of Charlotte snapping like, "Hey, settle down. We gotta make this. We gotta make this match 20 minutes. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a couple of those in there.
Yeah. I give it A man for the same reason y'all gave it. I'm tell you why that Jade and Noah match was. I'm gonna tell you why I think that match was a whole lot better than that Charlotte and Tiffany match. One, Naomi paced that match with Jade perfectly.
I
You see what
agree.
I'm saying?
I
And
agree.
if there was any mistakes in there, you could not tell it.
Hmm.
But in that Tiffany and Charlotte match, you could see mistakes. When Charlotte went for that, that's her finishing move.
That's a
She
select.
ba- yeah,
natural select.
and she basically missed the head.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So it wasn't just all on Tiffany. It was like Charlotte was the pace that she was putting too. You see what I'm saying? So
well,
it's
well, well, well. That could be expected because, like I said, Charlotte has been out of action for a
Yeah.
minute.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think what they did with Charlotte, they should have had her wrestling some match before WrestleMania.
yep,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
I think Nick Aldis them dropped the ball instead of having Charlotte, coming out and doing promos and stuff like that. They should have let Charlotte have a warm up match with somebody.
Yeah,
And
you
And,
know.
and
And
oh, I'm sorry, Mondo, I stepped on you.
no, no, go ahead. You good, man. You good.
But I think one of the issues they were dropping like flies. A lot of wrestlers dropping like flies, and she just came back. That probably went a lot. They probably needed because like with Kevin Owens getting hurt, like when did he actually get hurt? Was it the heart the unsanctioned match? They've been milking it. I mean, when did that actually happen? The injury.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it happened when him and Cody had that what it was last man standing. Was it a last man standing or the I quit match?
Oh, you might be talking about the ladder match. Then if you're talking about
I,
Cody.
th- I,
When
I
when
think it
when
was
Cody when Cody Power drive him through that ladder,
Yeah, that was a that was a
And Sami Zayn
last
stood there and
man
watched.
standing, last man standing match.
no, that
Yeah,
was a,
man.
that was a ladder
I
match. That
think
was
that's
Royal
when
Rumble.
Kevin Owens got hurt, bro.
That was Royal Rumble because like after that, that's when him and What's went on that program in Elimination Chamber. Remember
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the unsanctioned
That's
match?
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
That's when I think Kevin Owens got hurt. When Cody Rhodes power drived him through that ladder and his head got stuck in that ladder. I was like, oh, he landed wrong.
Yeah, I think that was like an Alabama slam he hit him with,
Uh-huh.
if I remember.
Uh-huh.
You know
Yeah,
why I
yeah,
remember.
that what it was. That
You
what it
know
was.
what?
The
You
Alabama
know
Slam.
what? You want to know why I remember this? Hey, funniest story. You remember you had pneumonia, right? Mondo.
Uh-huh.
I had
Uh-huh.
I had the vid. I had the vid after the Royal Rumble because this is the funny story. You remember that's the night Luca got traded, and I got so stressed. I was like, man, they trolling, they trolling. It can't be And I messed around, I got sick that night. That's why I remember that night vividly. I'm just funny tidbit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
man.
Alabama slam.
That was a crazy weekend there. Crazy weekend.
Yeah,
I'll be real with you, Terrell. When they said Luka go to the Lakers and after they go to Dallas, I'm like, that can't be real.
yeah. I thought somebody got trolled. I thought they were trolling us. But yeah, I
Man,
got
I'm gonna
sick
tell you
after.
like this, man. If the Lakers don't win it this year, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you, but it ain't no excuse.
Oh, speaking of that, the Lakers just got blown out tonight. They just popped up. They got blown out by 22 by the Timberwolves.
But that's no surprise right there because they split the season series, so that's really no surprise
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, and
Salute to
and
you,
they,
E. Jane
yeah,
and
and E
Queen and
James.
out.
Yeah, and another thing is Lakers almost really effed up. They almost don't connect. They almost traded him to somewhere else, but the other guy they traded for, he could pass the medical exam.
Yeah,
So Dalton Connect is back with the Lakers. I like they almost messed up. Let the
yeah,
man play. But the night WrestleMania, boy, it was off the chain. Size
yeah,
of a few miscues.
yep. I agree.
Let me ask y'all a question. In your opinion, okay, who's the greatest manager of all time? Who's the greatest wrestling manager of all time, in your opinion?
I be Brian Heenan.
Hmm.
That's a good pick. That's a damn good pick.
Hey, I got him, JJ Dillon, and and Jimmy Hart. My top three.
You can't lose them now. Now three of them. Yeah, JJ Dillon. I forgot about that. Four Horsemen. Yeah,
I gotta give it to I gotta give it to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, and here's why. Everybody that this man has managed won titles.
hmm
Brock Lesnar. And then not only did they win titles, they dominated. Brock Lesnar won titles, dominated. CM Punk won titles, dominated during his time. Roman Reigns won the title, and when he was with had the wise man, he dominated for like what 3.5 years.
Yep.
And not only did Paul Heyman have the world champion on a long winning streak, but he had the tag teams. He had also the Usos was on a level that they had never been on when
Hmm.
they got with Paul Heyman. I'm just being honest, man. The
Oh,
Usos was
you're
not
right.
on that level before that
I'm
time.
gonna tell you.
Before
I'm,
before they got with Paul Heyman.
Oh, and you want to get down to it. You think about when he was Paul E. Dangerous in WCW. He had a lot of
Yeah,
them U.S. champion.
yeah.
yeah, and when he,
Original Midnight Express. I can go back even farther than that when he was in
yeah,
Memphis. When he was in
Oh,
Memphis,
and we sleeping on Jim Cornette too.
yeah, but
but he never had a singles champion. Jim
yeah,
Cornette. It was
and,
always tag team
Yokozuna,
champion.
Yokozuna.
Yeah, that was one. That was one. Paul
yeah,
Heyman has done it. He's
Yeah,
had the tag. He's put tag teams and tag team champions and world champions
yeah,
all
and
throughout his managing career.
I'm
Go
tell
ahead,
you,
DJ. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, he got better. He got better at doing that when he started ECW. You noticed that, right? He
yeah.
got better at it, and he got better at right. I think Paul Heyman is one of the better story writers. You know what I'm
Hands down,
saying?
hands
Well,
down.
what I was trying to tell you, the truth. I don't know if you remember it. He was winning. He had the people that he managed. They were winning titles before he bought ECW. Remember
Oh
the
yeah,
original Midnight Express?
oh
Yep.
yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah,
them winning. He had Tommy Rich and Austin Idol. They were the tag team champions in
yeah,
Memphis, and Austin Idol was the Southern heavyweight champion. Everybody that this man has managed won a title.
yeah. For anybody that start watching wrestling back in the day and see some of these wrestlers today, take Stone Cold, WCW, Stunner Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. Yep.
Yeah,
Hollywood Blondes.
yeah,
Flying, was it with flying the Pillman or was it yeah Pillman and then Dirty Dick Slater one time, right? Am I right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
A-
Right.
Look at the changes. Look how they had developed. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you see a wrestler in one promotion get to another promotion and it build up. Like me and my were talking about what this morning about how WCW kind of Ted Turner kind of had reins over to Ed Bischoff, and he kind of had reins over to Hogan and Nash, and they kind of messed everything up. And I'm like, okay. And Vince Russo, he kind of messed. He made it worse. he
Yeah.
made it worse.
Still trying to
Hey,
mimic the attitude era over there, which is not going to work when you got the old fossils over there. That's just the way it is. So yeah, you can't mimic that shit. Although Scott hit some of the best Scott Steiner promos you ever going to get came from that era. He used to say all kinds of crazy shit.
man, let me tell you something. Hey, that dude used to say some crap, man, that you cannot say today, brother. Man, you'll get canceled.
Man,
That stuff he was saying, man, about talking about his freaks and all of that crap, man.
uh-huh.
That was the 90s, man. That was the attitude era, bro. I'm telling you, man. Not just in WWE. A lot of people don't remember, man. WCW, bro. The man, they was man.
Man, it don't even talk about ECW. Boy, like you, it was dudes that power driving chicks when they had skirts on, doing putting they all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, and ECW was wild. Like you go through that wormhole, you be like, what the hell are they doing? Am I, I'm good.
Man, man, and hey, they were wild. Hey, they were wild at WCW too, man. Remember them Nitro girls, them
Yeah,
dance routines they used to do, man.
Oh yeah.
They would be twerking on the ground and humping the darn ground, bro. I'm like, what the?
And what thing about WCW that was like I said, some of definitely said some of the WWF back in the day was taped. So then they played it on Monday night. But while WCW was live, you didn't know what gonna happen. That's why people tuned on to WCW. That's why that was a good Monday Night War.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they was a good Monday Night War because the first WC, like I told, if anybody ever remember this, the first Monday Nitro hailed from the Great Mall in Minnesota.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
remember
get
that. That's when
And
Arn
Lex
Anderson and
Luthor,
Ric Flair wrestled.
and
yeah,
Lex Luthor came in
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Remember that? I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
Oh.
And that was during the Sting and Flair match.
Mm-hmm.
Dave was shocked, and he was just at a Monday Night Raw event.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
man. Here's
oh,
here's
oh, you talking about?
Lex Luthor. Like
Let
when
Oh
Luger.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Lex
hey,
Luger, yeah, Lex Luger went to Monday Night Raw quick in the
Yeah,
first hour over there. Then came the WCW in their second hour.
yeah.
hey,
I'm gonna tell you this right here. One thing I didn't like though, when they was uh had the 2025 Hall of Fame inductees on the stage at WrestleMania Night One. Where was Lex Luger?
he gonna be on night two because they didn't have all of them up there. If you notice.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't
he.
have all of them up there. I was wondering what was going on. But my thing is, I would have brought all of them up there on both nights
But they usually have
because
all of
the
them, but
people.
they're both night, both one night.
They used to.
No, 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 no. The reason why I said I would bring all of them up there on both nights because the people that were there tonight are not going to be there tomorrow night.
Yeah,
You're gonna,
most of
you,
them. Yep.
you know, yeah, them 61,000. No people ain't paying twice to come in there. Them tickets is expensive. Most of them. Now you got some that got it like that, like the celebrities, but the average ordinary person, bro, they ain't gonna be, they ain't gonna be able to afford 2 nights at no WrestleMania.
Unless they got that package, they be having that package deal too. So
Yeah.
hey, so hey, but I can't wait till tomorrow night. That main event tomorrow night.
And speaking of that,
Who gonna interfere in that match?
before we get there, I gotta give compliment to Cody Rhodes though. Real talk. This build up, the promos these last, well, I want to say 4 promos him and Cena been having. They've been masterclass promos. I mean, some great promos. Have y'all took time to like watch them, like how they the
I,
pacing, the chanting the emotion of the crowd, the whole nine.
I think that they did a little bit too many promos. I think
Yeah,
they did a little bit too many promos. Um, I I would the mistake that they made with Charlotte. I think they also are making that same mistake with John Cena. I would have had John Cena wrestling a warm up match against somebody, just a tune up match.
Yeah,
yeah,
that might
yeah,
be
yeah,
Hollywood generated right there.
yeah.
Uh,
And technically, him him being in Elimination Chamber and him being in Royal Rumble, that's probably what they justification because he didn't look rusty in Elimination Chamber. In my opinion, I didn't see him look rusty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they would
well,
help. That would help when other people don't did all the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
well, you
I
got to
wouldn't let
remember,
wrestle
man.
either.
You got to remember he was in the Royal Rumble. He didn't look himself in the Royal Rumble, but
I
in the
agree.
Elimination Chamber, he looked a lot better. Remember, the Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber were like back to back.
Mm-hmm. Like a couple weeks, like
So
three, 4 weeks ago.
it's been a
Yeah,
minute, huh? Go
like
ahead.
3 or 4 weeks between each other, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So you got to look at the how long it's been since the Elimination Chamber. It's been a minute.
So I mean, tell me why he needs to retire. Because like, if you can't do any tag matches or and on their behalf, you already have him as a heel. You don't want to expose. It's gonna be harder to have him do heel stuff. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna be able to
Uh,
surprise people in the WrestleMania. I kind of get that, but like then again, I'm with y'all. He needs to make sure he's tightened up on the ring stuff again.
uh,
Yeah, so it's a little weird thing they doing.
Okay, I'm
I
finna
think
get a. Go ahead.
I think it'll be a situation like I was telling D Truth this morning on the kickoff show. I think it will be something similar to when The Rock and Hulk Hogan wrestled,
Yeah.
and when Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels wrestled. It'll be something similar to where the crowd toward the end of the match, when it looks like Cody is about to put John Cena away, I could see the crowd kind of turning on Cody, because people that grew up loving John Cena and grew up John Cena fans, it's gonna hit them that, hey, this is it.
Hmm.
This is it. This is just like it hit me when Shawn Michaels hit Ric Flair with that sweet chin music.
Man.
And then I felt some type of way, man, because I grew up a Flair fan. I grew up the
Who
Horseman,
did?
watching the
Who
Horseman.
Who
who
didn't?
did?
I,
Hey,
I tell you what, and I told him, I said, yeah, but you know what really made it really worse than Shawn Michaels hitting with that sweet chin music when he mouthed, "I love you," and forgive him.
yeah,
Man,
That made it
that's,
worse.
that's powerful as hell though. That's like it works because like yeah, he was a fan of Ric Flair. Like a lot of his stick came from them promos.
I want to get to something else right quick.
Oh, go ahead.
What do y'all think about some of the entrants?
there too many
So,
cars, too many cars, man, too many
oh
cars.
man,
Yeah, too many cars. I didn't like the entrances. Everybody coming out in cars. Oh man, come on.
Oh, come on. Well, how many times have we seen somebody come to WrestleMania in a car? How many times we see somebody come on stage play somebody theme music?
I'm not gonna. I might be on the outside looking in on this, but when I saw Living Color play Color Personality, this is the funniest thing. My I was like, this is why I said I was talking to Genesis One and Cutting Edge. Y'all know who them two. They be in the chats. Genesis One was on the panel, and we were talking. I was like, she was like, man, who did that song Color Personality? Like an hour or two.
Living
Like
color.
yeah, I was like, I'm sure that's a Living Color. We didn't know Living Color was there, but I thought it was kind of odd. You had Rick Rubin there. Like, why Rick Rubin's there in Vegas? That's kind of weird. Then when I saw the dude playing that guitar, I was like, that's in Living Color.
Yeah.
I had to mute my mic. I was like, and I had it on video. And I put it back. I mute the music and went back and say, y'all ain't gonna believe this. A Living Color is playing the theme song of CM Punk. And
And
I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
hey, you know what? He been with that theme song. Yeah, okay, AEW, TNA, okay, where he went, he's still gonna have the same theme song. And EJ said Shawn Michaels still around. Yes, Shawn Michaels. Yes, he's still around. The Heartbreak Kid is still
He,
around.
yeah, he around, but he's in the front office. He in
Yeah,
the front
Yeah,
office. Man.
just
He
spell
wears
Shawn
suit and
Michaels around, bro.
ties, and yeah, he giving out orders and stuff. He running the NXT right now. But
yeah,
yeah, man. The intros, man. Too many cars, man. They could have been a little bit more creative. CM Punk, man, he did all of that with his entrance and lost.
yeah.
That was just, yeah. Yeah,
Seth
yeah.
Rollins was clean though. I give him that because he went black. All of a sudden he came out in all white. I like, oh shit, went back to visionary. Seth
Yeah.
Rollins. That was kind of dope.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, with Tiffany, with her entrance, I kind of seen that kind of coming, kind of the Barbie doll look. But
Yeah.
Jay Uso entrance with the flagman and the Raiders cheerleaders. Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey,
Yep.
And I'm
hey, you,
glad you brought that up, man. Where were the Raiders football players at? I'm seeing 49er players and Cowboy players in the crowd. Where the hell were the Las Vegas Raider players at?
They probably went into next night.
yeah. But
Man,
I'll
come
tell you,
on. I know that all that money they making, man. You talking about a package deal. They definitely couldn't afford that package deal.
yeah. Hey, I'm tell you, with Jay was coming down the stairs, you can see he was a little tensed up, but far as close he got to the ring, the looser he got.
Uh-huh.
So,
I think
like
Jay's gonna be a great champion in my opinion. Just because of the pop he's been getting. That's gonna be energetic.
yeah, like I told Armondo on our kickoff show this morning, I said with Jay, it's kind of like the Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, and Cody Rhodes thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Uh-huh.
if Jay would have lost that match, you already knew what the comments were gonna be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and, and here's night 2 lineup for WrestleMania. Raquel and Leah versus Lara Valkyria, the women Intercontinental Champion, with a mystery partner. Got
Uh,
Damian Go ahead.
I'm sensing Jordan Grace in that. It just makes sense since Bailey's gone. That just makes sense. But I might be wrong on that.
Yeah. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. A Las Vegas street fight. Yeah.
You gotta have blood. You gotta have blood in that fight. You can't. You can't. You gotta have some cut. You gotta have some blading going on in that one. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
The Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way. Penta, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dom Mysterio. Would it shock anybody if Dominic Mysterio win that belt?
No.
It wouldn't shock me. I'm picking Dominique to win that match.
I know.
Yeah.
I see.
Go ahead.
I see. Braun. He moving up to. He going to the world title soon. That motherfucker got.
That's why I see him losing it. More. When they get ready to take a guy to the championship level, they gonna have him to drop that mid belt, that U.S. belt, and the Intercontinental belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
That's another match I wouldn't have put on WrestleMania. I don't know why they keep trying to force feed Logan Paul to the WWE universe. I don't understand it. I don't know what him and Triple H got going on or whatever, but I wish they would quit. People are not feeling him. They don't like him. They're not feeling him. So
And
I would
because
say.
they feel like he really an outsider.
I would say this got the same thing. Like Logan Paul. One thing I don't like the Logan Paul personality wise. I'm not going to sit up here and say I like that. So, but this type of match, it got the same vibe as like an Edge and Mick Foley, where like Mick Foley's already over the edge, over the hill. You know what I mean? This could
Yeah.
be this could be a situation where we don't expect nothing from this. Really, nothing from this. Logan Paul, we don't really like him. He's pretty much really one of their best heels they
a
have right now.
clown, a
He's
Yeah.
clown.
he's a clown. He's irritating as fuck. Nobody like him. He'll never be a baby face.
No.
He's almost like a Tully Blanchard. Like you never gonna like Tully Blanchard. as it's you never gonna like him. You'll like Earl. You'll like Oli. You'll like Rick because Rick is funny, but totally just that asshole that's always around. Matter
Yeah.
of fact,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I look at him. So
Yep. And that thing about Logan Paul, he's not wrestling like you. Oh, you part of the company, but you're not wrestling.
That's another thing people don't respect about him. So he ain't. That's one of the matches, bro. I guarantee you, you gonna see a lot of people getting up from their seats, going to the concession stand, going to the restroom
Bathroom. Yep.
on that match. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. The triple threat match: Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky,
that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a go.
They out,
and
they all good. They all good in the ring. Number one, that's number one. They all good in the ring. This is the same thing as the main event tonight. They age in that ring, like Bianca from when she first got on, when she first got a championship to now, totally different wrestler, totally
yeah,
different. So yeah,
and yeah, and right now Bianca has not lost at a WrestleMania. Will they let that
Uh,
streak continue? We don't know.
oh no, I
I
don't
I,
know, man. 'Cause
I see
all
her.
signs, all signs point to EO retaining her title.
Ooh man, I got a feeling it's gonna be some stuff where Blanco wins because it's kind of good to have a streak. This is be frank because that when she on the card, it's gonna be like all right, it's who's gonna break the streak type thing. Just as with Undertaker, that was like a thing within a thing. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I don't know they're gonna do. I just see her and Rhea having a program that's gonna last this whole year. Because why not? Why fucking not? It's like
Yeah.
they're two sexy ass women that can wrestle their ass off, good on the mic. Even though what you call it needs to work a little bit more. Rhea's perfect on the mic, but Blanca need to work a little bit more on the mic. But like her social media presence, like the whole everything work. That's a perfect rivalry. That's like getting close to Austin Rock type stuff if they do it right.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I'll go ahead and y'all,
The main event, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. With John Cena win his 17th title, it passed Ric Flair.
So, they ain't allowing that to happen, bro. The only
Nah.
way, the only, I think the only person that they'll probably allow to pass Ric Flair will be Randy Orton. And I don't think they're gonna allow Ric Flair's record to be broken while he's still alive. It'll be after he's gone. They're not gonna allow anybody to get to 17 until after Ric Flair is gone, after he passes away. While he's here, while he's living, I just don't see them allowing anyone to get to 16. I mean, 17. I'm sorry.
17.
Mhm.
And one match that hasn't been announced. Who do y'all think Randy Orton going to face tomorrow night?
Oh man, I had three good guesses on my thing. I we had when we still say to talk about this. Think about TNA connection. So and think about who is in the doghouse in AEW. So Brian, if you bring back Daniel Bryan for a reason, that's gonna break the internet.
That would be my number one choice right there.
I mean Edge, I don't see. I mean, what's Edge doing in AEW? Like, is he done with that program with Moxley?
I don't see Edge coming.
I
Edge
don't
is,
see it either.
is
I
making,
don't see.
yeah, Edge, yeah, they giving him like a piece of the power there, AEW, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So another one I brought. What's Dolph Ziggler doing? Because that's TNA. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that, or I could see Moose.
But then again, you got to think about because Randy is a season. He's seasoned. He don't if he
Mm.
does a match, he gonna want to do something he already have some rapport with. Because like right now, you know, unless they've been practicing behind the scenes, which is possible, they bringing some new person go against. It gotta have some history there to make that work. Because that could actually be the sleeper match of the whole damn WrestleMania
Or
when they
you could
did.
go you could go old school versus new school, man. Do something outside the box, man. And have Obo to walk out there and answer the challenge. Obo Femi.
I'm not debating that. But if you want to break the internet, Daniel Bryan. You bring Daniel Bryan
Yeah,
out
that's who I think is gonna be. That's who I think is gonna be the Dane Bryan.
that will break the internet and everybody because like he's perfect for SmackDown. Like let's take the Cena thing at the situation, right? Let's say
Or Batista.
Batista. Have you seen Batista lately?
He making movies, but I could see Batista coming in for one night only. That's Randy Orton nemesis right there.
But Batista looks is skinny. He lost all that mass. I don't know if that gonna work. I'll be 100 you. Like they legit opposites now. If y'all don't believe me, go look at a recent picture of Batista, like from like the fucking guild awards or some shit.
But I tell you, whoever going to be, it definitely going to be a surprise. It going to be somebody.
Uh,
I guarantee you, everybody.
I hope they make it. If you gonna build some suspense up, man, make it count. Don't send Kaiser out there or the
Kaiser.
Miz. I mean, don't screw this up for real.
Yeah,
Teasing the
yeah,
rest of the fans. Make it count, man. Like they did last time when everybody was surprised when Cody Rhodes walked out there.
yeah.
Oh,
To answer Steph
here's
Rollins
another
challenge.
one.
Everybody was surprised about that.
Here's another one.
Hmm.
Here's a break. This will break the internet. This will break the internet by 500 ways. If they fuck around, pull that Brock Lesnar card out. They fuck around, do some
Hey,
crazy shit like
ain't
that.
he in legal trouble
Look,
with that
man,
Vince McMahon scandal?
Dana White. Shit just gonna come up missing. Shit just come up missing.
Ho, ho.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
shit just come up missing. Like, hey, you know, look, man, look. Here, y'all go on by your business. He good. Y'all don't got no evidence on this. Go on by your business. Come on, let's make this money.
Hey, that would break the internet. Broad Lesnar,
Yeah,
somebody didn't answer Randy Orton child. That would break the internet. Have they ever wrestled?
Oh yeah.
yeah, they
Oh
have.
yeah.
But whoever, like you said, whoever they bring out there, better be worth the suspense.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. Don't be bringing. I got a feeling, man. They might bring what's that? A-Town, one of them A-Town down on the clowns or Miz. Yeah, you know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Or Kaiser. I don't want to see that. I really don't. I don't want to see that, man. Hey,
Yeah. So
I'd rather see I'd rather see an NXT star come out there with wrestling like Trick Will Over or Javon or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Saints. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oba, Oba,
Yeah,
Oba would be
yeah.
damn good. Shit.
yeah.
See, we just gonna have to wait.
So the worst out is it'd be like a Miz or something like that, which I agree with. Or really anybody on the roster that's
That's a
just
clown.
being low mid card. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
low card because like they still got to function, but like low mid card, like they're not getting anything. They just there to like for emotional support type shit. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Hey, now I
what
tell
about
you what.
what about Carmelo Hayes?
No,
Why?
man. Hell, nobody want to see
Nah,
that, miss, man.
Why?
Nobody want to see that. Nobody want to see that. Hey, man. What if? They just say, what if, bro? Mick Alders come out of retirement for one night only. Because
Nah,
remember that he was hell as a wrestler now.
he was,
Yeah,
but nah.
yeah, you know what? Damn the internet.
And to get some get back, man, for that done RKO that Randy
Yeah.
Orton did on him, bro. Nick Alders, a lot of people don't remember, man. Nick Alders held that TNA belt for almost a year, and he held that damn NWA belt for like 3 or 4 years.
You know what? That right there, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to call it. It's gonna be Nick Aldis
All right.
for that interaction they had in the ring.
Uh
When
huh.
when Red on said, "Why don't you lace your boot, put your tight, let me and you wrestle at WrestleMania." The look on
That
Nick
bit,
Aldis'
hey,
face.
and Nick, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people don't remember, man. Nick Alders could wrestle. That dude could wrestle, man.
Man, I'm telling you right now. Oh, here's another sleeper. Now, how's the DiBiase kid now? What's going on with him? That's somebody off the radar.
Man,
That's off the
He in
radar.
legal trouble
man,
himself.
I ain't heard
Damn,
nothing about him, bro. Did he quit wrestling?
I don't
He
know.
ain't, no, he in legal trouble for that. What happened in Louisiana with Brett Favre there. That thing going on.
Ted
What? I
DiBiase
didn't know.
Jr. Talking about Ted DiBiase Jr.
I,
Yeah,
let me go look this up. God,
How
that's news
how
to
he
me.
get caught? Why? I mean, yeah, he get caught up with them.
you remember I did a story on that, and his name was mentioned in there. I
Right?
did a live on that. uh, thank you.
I'm trying to think of who Randy Orton who all has been Randy Orton nemesis in the past that could come back.
The honey.
Yeah,
Ziggler.
yeah.
Ziggler's like the perfect. That'd be the perfect, easiest.
See, Ziggler or more John Cena's nemesis. I don't
Mhm.
remember him being on being a thorn in Randy Orton's side. I remember him being a thorn in John Cena's side. mm.
Did you find out anything yet, Teron?
I don't see nothing of him being in trouble.
But he was mentioned in that. I think that was some kind of scam. So, hey, that kind of died down a little bit.
Hey, don't sleep
It
on
might.
Batista now walking down out there. And,
Yeah.
and and don't sleep on the fact that Batista make how sometimes the dudes lose weight for a movie role,
Mhm.
like 50 Cent did when he playing that movie role about that football player that came down with cancer, and he had to lose weight. He had to lose a lot of weight for that role. So
Yeah.
don't sleep on Batista now. Batista, bro, that place will go crazy if Batista walk down that aisle and answer that challenge, bro. Because that is, when I think about Nemesis man, I think about Batista. Batista and Daniel Bryan would be my second choice. But I wouldn't be mad if Nick Aldis walked down there in some wrestling tights and boots.
That'd be that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. But hey, again, like this, cause cause what Red Order did, they orders fixed off and arcade on him, cause what Kevin Order said. Oh boy. So we'll find out tomorrow night. Well,
All
well
right,
tonight.
I found something. So let's see what. Oh,
Yeah,
he
happy
was a part of
Easter,
that.
everyone. If you're on the East Coast, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
It's
Happy
officially
Wednesday.
Easter Sunday.
Uh, yep.
What's that tomorrow?
Yeah, he a part of that. I found it. That's crazy. Boy,
So
face up to 20 years. But that's our snitching.
Yeah, and I think Brock Lesnar. Hey, and I think Brock. That's what another reason why I don't think Brock Lesnar walking down that aisle. I'm telling you, man, Brock Lesnar he is deep. deep in that scandal with Vince McMahon.
Boy, if
They
he walked
saying they
that
saying Brock Lesnar is a major player in it.
man, if he walked down that aisle, I would bust out cracking up, boy. I was like, oh, somebody done paid him off. I was
Yeah, man.
hey, yeah, hey, I don't give a damn what you talk about on your channel. I say, man, send me the link. We need to talk. I'm gonna take a break at work. If I see you on, say, hey man, what happened? You told me that wasn't gonna happen no more. Hey, that would be hilarious.
You know what? It probably somebody never so ran on that we didn't even thought about. Because you remember, hey, he got a lot of enemy nemesis. So we gonna find out. So we already graded our we graded night one. Everybody on the panel gave him A minus, and we all had the same reason.
Uh, and here's one more thing I want to say. What they really need to consider doing with Tiffany? Okay, get her out of that little girl image, that Barbie girl crap, and start having her dress like a grown woman.
You talking
And
about
change her
TV?
look, have her looking like. I like what they did. Remember me and you were talking on phone, D True. I like what they did when she wrestled Roxanne Perez. When they had her came out there in that all black, she looked like a
Mm-hmm.
grown woman. She like
Oh,
a
hold on, hold on.
grown ass woman in that all black. They
I,
need
I
to go ahead.
who you reference to, so I understand what you're talking about.
Tiffany
All right,
Stratton.
all right, I got you.
Yeah, man. All of that Barbie doll look, man. They need to change her look and make her look like a grown woman. I ain't saying have her dye her hair and they keep the blonde or whatever. But all that Barbie girl crap, they need to change it, man, and have her coming out there looking like a grown woman. Now, if you're trying to make her the face of the women's division, you gotta change her image up a little bit, make her look like a grown woman, give her an identity.
I wonder who she's built to, like, what fan base they want out of her. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
there's a segment of wrestling fans
uh,
who are Nicki Minaj fans, if per se. You see what I'm saying?
I think she would cater to more of the
That
Taylor
too.
Swift crowd, okay? But if you notice when Taylor Swift at her concerts, she dresses like a grown woman.
Hmm.
She got on the thigh high boots and the little booty shorts. I mean, Taylor Swift, she will be wearing some sexy costumes at her concert. So she don't come out there in that bubble gum, Barbie doll look anymore. They got her looking like a grown woman in her concerts, and that's what I would have. That's what I would start doing with Tiffany. Now that she's gotten over the hump, she beat, in my opinion, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Charlotte.
I agree.
Now you got to give her an identity and make her look like a grown ass woman. Kind of change her look up a little bit, like what they did to Carmelo. Remember, Carmelo, the girl wrestler, Carmella.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
at first they had her looking like a little hip hop girl, then they changed her up and started having her look a little sexy, like a grown woman. You got to change them up a little bit. They did the same thing with Naomi. They had Naomi looking like a hip hop girl, her and the Funkadelics, and then eventually they had her looking like a grown woman.
Rhea Ripley, perfect example. She
Yeah,
she
Rhea
uh, she,
Ripley. Yeah,
she got her own style. Like she legit, you can make an argument. She's like a female Undertaker with her style.
yeah, but it's sexy.
It's
It's
sexy as
sexy.
fuck. God damn, it's hard,
I
and
give you
she's
I
supposed to
give
be
you
a
another
heel.
one. I give you another one. Cora Jade. They had her coming out there looking like a skateboard
Uh-huh.
girl, and now man, they got her looking like a grown woman, and they doing the same thing with Theo. See, Shawn Michaels is good at that transitioning them women. That you gotta, as they get older, you got to transition them. Tiffany Stratton ain't, she might be in her late 20s or something like this. She a
She's
grown woman.
25. She dressed straight
25. Okay,
25.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's time for her to look like a grown ass woman now.
Yeah. But like I said, there's some of these men, some of these women that need to transition them to something that fit a better image.
Yeah, you got to give them an identity, man. You can't that bubblegum look, man. It was fine during the pandemic and when she was in NXT, but now it's she the face of you might as well say she the face of the women's division. So now she's on a whole nother level. And the same thing they did with every other female wrestler when they did with Lita. Lita was the hardcore girl, and then when she started winning titles, they started making her look sexy. Same thing they did with the Bellows. The Bellows were little twin, the girl next door look, then they started making them like they had them looking like grown women.
Yeah.
Nikita Lyons still
Yeah.
with it. They got to decide what they man, I think that was just a waste of talent, man. The way they did with what they doing with
She
Nikita
had
Lyons. They
she
don't know
had a
what to
Yeah.
lot
do with her.
she had a lot of injuries too.
Yeah, a
She
lot of injury. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think eventually she gonna move up just because like they need more big size like athletic women. She just need to get the injury situated. I think that, like her and what's the dark skinned chick and Jada of course. Them
Lash, they should have been moved up,
yeah
man.
she
Lash
need
and the
yeah
Jackson girl need to move up. Jada Parker, Jada Parker, especially Roxanne Perez, they need to move on up. Julia, they need to move on up, man. Bring
yeah
them on the Raw and SmackDown, man, and let the new blood girls
man.
like the Tatum Paxley and Thea Ham and all of them and Soul Ruka, let them have that. Let them have their moment. I think they're taking away. You letting the big fishes remain in a small pond. You taking away the spotlight from the smaller fishes that are coming up that should be running the pond,
So
like
so
Kalani and Saul Ruka and Tatum
yeah,
Paxley and Thea Ham. It's their time now. It's their time now.
I
Let them
think
have their time. Ross saying them they need to come on up to SmackDown or Raw.
I think Jada is going to be on Raw. I think what's going to help Jada especially if she go on Raw and they kind of lax on the for the promo like the 'cause I think what her promo she need to get better at the promo. Like she got the ring presence, she got the persona walking in the aisle, all that stuff. She got all that down. The mic got to get better. That's probably what's holding her back. Am I wrong on that?
Um, yeah. She ain't that far away.
Yeah,
She's
that's what I'm
not
saying.
that far away. To me, you just say the same thing about Tiffany. You can say the same thing. Now she can cook. She roasted Charlotte
Did you roast the hell out
because
of Charlotte?
she roasted the hell out of Charlotte because Charlotte embarrassed her in that split
Mm-hmm.
interview that they did together. Now that she's on top of the mountain, she got to get better on the mic. And I think the one thing that they can do to help her is to change her image and make her into like give her an identity. When a person has an identity, man,
You can work with that. Yeah.
that's gonna come. The mic skills gonna come when you give them an identity.
So on SmackDown side, they gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with Nia Jax. Nia Jackson might be going to AEW type. That's the type of time I see her. I don't see anywhere that she could go to enhance anybody else or whatever unless she's gonna be all right. I'm gonna be the monster you select type shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they need. I think they number one. They need to take that damn belt off Chelsea Green. All right,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, look, man. You don't want that U.S. belt being the belt of scrub wrestlers. Okay, you
Hmm.
want your top notch wrestlers
Up
to
and coming
have
to
the
yeah,
U.S. belt. And I think they did a good job with the Intercontinental belt with Live Valkyrie, but this Chelsea Green is a clown. All right, and she don't deserve that damn U.S. belt. Take that U.S. belt off of her, and I think they could put that U.S. belt on Nia Jax.
and what's crazy, like another thing they messing up on. What you doing with the Y6? What when is Lessa Bliss gonna be a part of that or not? Because like to me, that's like a show in. If you want you don't
Yeah,
want another tag women tag team. Am I, yeah, it's a everything good.
that's a block. That was a flop
Oh, okay.
in my opinion. That
All right.
is that. You heard me?
I didn't hear you. What you say?
I think that was a flop. The Y6 thing, I think that
Yeah.
was a flop, bro. And I think they that's why they trying to get away from it, bro. There's
Yeah.
only one Bray Wyatt, bro. There's only one. Some things and some people just can't be duplicated, bro.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the time that I mean it was when people was looking for another Undertaker, which that's what he was really. I mean,
Uh,
so I kind of see that. But like, what they gonna
yeah.
do with Alexa? Like, she's still a good. I mean, you could use that. They're not doing nothing with her. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, remember, Alexa has some type of illness issue
Oh yeah,
that
I
she's
was
been dealing with throughout her career, and that's why you see her coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. She has health issues outside of the ring. So
you, you, you
you know what, man, she done her thing. My thing is, man, you know, sometimes you just gotta hang it up. You just gotta walk
you-
away from certain things. And she done put in like what a good 7 years, seven and a half, maybe 8 years or something like that. She don't want titles. In NXT, won titles on Raw, won titles in SmackDown, won tag team titles. I think she's definitely a Hall of Famer. I
yeah,
don't think she
yeah,
got anything else to prove. So, she could walk away from wrestling, maybe go in the front office. I could see her maybe doing something in the front office, or just go off into something else, you know, while
yeah.
she's still young. Don't overstay your
Mm-hmm.
welcome. Don't run the risk of injuring yourself, coming down with a serious injury, and then you have to don't end your career on that note, like Lita had to. You don't want that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of women wrestlers probably need to move around because like NXT got a fucking stable of them coming up, and I kind of
But
understand why
all of
keep.
them ain't ready.
Yeah, yeah, you
All
right.
all of them ain't ready. It's only I would only bring up Roxanne, Jada, Roxanne, Jada.
Lash, you gotta say Lash.
The Lash and the Jackson girl. That's it for right now. Because I think them four are ready. Jada, the mic skills, she ain't that bad to me. I don't, she ain't that bad to me, man. I think she's right along same as Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? Elvira. But you get the longer you're in WWE, you're gonna get better. Remember, Alexa Bliss was dry on the mic at first, then
Hmm.
she got better. Nia Jax was dry on the mic at first, then she got better. Oscar was terrible on the mic at first, then she got better. You know what I'm saying?
Is Oscar still hurt? By the way, is Oscar still hurt?
It's twins that play that role.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Remember?
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot
Remember?
about that.
Hey man, don't be surprised. That's why everybody keep assuming that the EO gonna lose their belt. I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised if one of the Kabuki Warriors come out there and
Yeah.
help old girl win that belt. And the reason why I say I don't see Bianca getting the belt, this is what changed my mind. I was convinced that Bianca was going to win the match up until SmackDown. Until I saw SmackDown, and I think they're trying to stir up a little something with Naomi and Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna need Bianca on SmackDown. Because if Bianca win that match, she gonna be on Raw. And that'll mess up the storyline with her and Jade and Nia. I mean, everybody want to see it. Everybody want to see Bianca and Jade. They want to see
that's going
that.
to happen. That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. But in order for it to happen, they got to both be on SmackDown. It ain't gonna go down if Bianca's the Raw champion and she busy with Real. You know, cause that day if Bianca win, a Real gonna be beefing for a year, like Real and Liv Morgan was.
Man, and I'm telling you, look, I hear you about the Jade thing. I hear you, but you talk about a good rivalry. That'd be I'm telling you right now, that'd be the best. That probably be the best rivalry on in WWE, right? If that go down,
But I think they could sell it with EO. I think they could sell it with EO because remember now, the Kabuki Warriors or Damage Control.
Yeah.
They get back together, click up with EO. EO turn heel. And they, go to jumping on Real and stuff. That'd be a damn good storyline. They could sell the EO. EO could play that heel role. She did last year, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but I know what you're saying, but I'm just thinking that Real Blanca, man, God damn,
But the thing about it is, I hear what you're saying too, and it sounds good. It really does. It sounds good. But in real life, you can't have both of them. You got to choose. What do the people want to see the most? Do you want to see Bianca and Real? We saw that in NXT. They were both in NXT doing the 2.0.
Yeah.
The 2.0 days when they were beefing with each other in the 2.0 days. Or do you want to see something that none of us have ever saw in the dream match that we all, even back when Jay was in AEW, how many times you watch Jay wrestle in AEW and you was like, man, I would love to see her and Bianca go at it. How many times did you say that to yourself?
But I'm about to go ahead, Terrell.
I answer this. I'll let you go ahead, man. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm thinking. That's to me what you're saying. That match, what you're saying right there, that's WrestleMania in New Orleans.
Hey man, you why you gotta have it one time? Why you gotta have it one time? Why you can't have it in SmackDown and why you can't have it at SummerSlam and goddamn WrestleMania?
Because this has this beat. I'm telling you, I've just pitching this in my head. Real Blanco war all the way through part Bad Blood. At Bad Blood, they'll be pretty much done with that program. That'll be a war for the ages. You'll have about 3 or 4 pay-per-views of just crazy matches, and that'd be Bad Blood be like they could legit do a Hell in a Cell match. Them two could do a Hell in a Cell match in itself.
But the reason why I would go ahead and let Bianca and Jay let this thing play out to where they eventually clash is for the simple fact, bro, because you don't know how hot this storyline is gonna be. Because by this time next year, man, you may have one of them NXT, them new NXT girls come up as a new phenom. By this time next year, man, Tiffany Stratton, you may feel differently. You may be like, damn, I would love to see Tiffany Stratton and Bianca start their beef with each other. You don't know the landscape of what the WWE is going to be a year from now. So that's why I'm saying, while it's hot right now, because think about it now. How many times during the pandemic, when Roman Reigns was beating the hell out of everybody and he looks like he was unbeatable, how many times, man, we used to say, "Damn, I wish The Rock would come back and
Oh yeah,
challenge
yeah,
Roman Reigns."
yeah. That's been cold if they haven't, but
But
that was
when we finally got a chance to get it, and the people didn't want it, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to see Cody and damn Roman Reigns. They
yep.
chose Cody and Roman Reigns as
But
only.
yeah, but you got to remember when they try to have that match, Cody had won the Royal Rumble,
Hmm.
and they try to push Cody Rhodes out. That's why they
Yeah, but
stretched that
they could
match.
have put okay, but they could have put Cody in the match with Seth Rollins and let The Rock challenge Roman Reigns, which I think as good as WrestleMania was last year, I think that would have went down as one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time if they would have had The Rock wrestling Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns beat The Rock, and Roman Reigns pretty much, I mean, I'm sorry, The Rock pretty much passed the torch to Roman Reigns. Because we chant OTC, the tribal chief, the old original, the OTC. We don't know because he never beat The Rock. He beat everybody else in the tribe. He beat everybody else in the bloodline, but he never beat The Rock. We don't know if he can beat The Rock. So is he really the tribal chief?
But I
That's
look
all I'm
like
saying.
with that being said, that all sounds good though. That all sounds good. But though probably with the scenarios, yeah, in matches we want to see, right? And guess what? They gonna come around, but when them two, when Bianca and Jay meet, I don't want them to just be wrestling. I want them to wrestle for something. See
Yeah,
what I'm
that's my
saying?
point. That's my point.
Like when we had Sasha and Bianca at WrestleMania for the title, they were wrestling for something. Don't just put it out there. Don't just give it away free. Like I said, with Roman and The Rock, okay, everybody wanted to see it. Okay, that been good. But on the problem with that match, that if they would have put it on, it still would have been kind of like a travel cheat thing.
Some of the best WrestleMania matches were not for no belt. Let's take a look at the one they just inducted in the Hall of Fame. Stone Cold and Bret Hart, 97, WrestleMania 12. They didn't wrestle for the belt. The main event was actually The Undertaker and Sid Vicious.
Yep.
But when
That
people
wasn't
think
even.
about I'm sorry, WrestleMania 13. When
Yeah.
people think about WrestleMania 13, they think about Bret Hart and Stone Cold.
That's an awkward
I'm gonna
match,
give you
right?
another
Yeah,
one.
awkward match.
Ric Flair and got done Shawn Michaels. They weren't wrestling for no belt, but it was one of the best matches of all time. Brock Lesnar, when he broke the streak, when he broke the Undertaker streak, they weren't wrestling for no belt. You know what I'm saying? But we will always remember that moment.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna say the Edge and Mick Foley one that like legit that wasn't even for anything. That was just a
Mm-mm.
beat. That
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You gonna rewatch that shit? Man,
But,
goddamn.
but
Even the one tonight, even the one tonight, man, that match was iconic. They weren't wrestling for nothing.
yeah.
But it was iconic. It ain't always got to be for something. But I'm just
Now,
saying, while they are hot, while they are both hot, and everybody is hungry and anticipating and want to see that match, bro. And while they're both healthy,
yeah. But the
you
problem
don't
with
want to assume, okay, well, we'll just save them for April or next year. We don't know what's going on, man. Bianca could get injured or come up pregnant or something. You never know.
Yeah, he is
Jade
married. Yeah.
could come up pregnant and get injured. You never know what could happen
But
a
the
year
but the
from now.
problem but the
Can I say?
problem
Okay, go ahead, man. My
but
bad.
the problem we have with that is we don't know if that Naomi and Jade situation is over with, and how they gonna
Ah,
twist that. How they gonna twist it to have Bianca and Jade go at it? You see what I'm saying?
have be uncle to have be uncle to jump Jade and help Naomi. And here's another thing too. You want to find something to do with Nia Jax. Have Nia Jax to help and join up with Jade. There you go.
I
There you go,
I
Tara.
would I would see I would see Nia Jax and Naomi join together. That'd be more sinister. Cause like
Yeah.
and it,
No,
so,
but see, then you
hold on.
putting Bianca.
I got it worked out. I got it worked out. I got it
Yeah,
worked out.
but you
I got it
still
worked out.
got Bianca and Jade friends, bro.
I got it worked out. Here we go. All right. Bianca wins the title. Her and Rhea have 3 to 6 month through of pay per view fights or whatever. Probably like four matches altogether, something like that, right? 4 to 5 matches. All during the time that Jade stuff situation keep on Jade and Naomi keep on going. Then she's getting jumped on SmackDown, so she a hostile towards what's called for not helping her on time, doing her title reign. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing cracks of the friendship, the heel turn. One of them gonna turn heel. They got one guy turn heel. That's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, you're right.
All I'm saying is, man, with the women, bruh, with the men, you can do that. Okay.
Hmm.
With the women, you are running a risk, bruh. Because it's not only do you have to worry about injuries, man, you gotta worry about them coming up pregnant. Look what happened with Becky.
Yeah,
Look what happened with Becky, man. Becky, they was about to take Becky to the next level, and boom, she came up pregnant, bro. And they had to do with the money in the bank. The money in the bank. They had to give Oscar the title because she won the damn money in the bank. I mean, you got with the women, man, is different from men. You can't sit on a storyline and expect for it to marinate or for it to be there a year from now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you remember now Bianca's married a woman, and Jay got her a dude.
yeah. They
And
both in the
you
industry
know,
too.
yeah, you don't know what could happen, man. They might mess around, and get pregnant, bro. That's it.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
it.
with
And
that.
you know when the women get pregnant, bro, they never the same again, bro. Becky was never the same. Never the same after she got pregnant.
it, it's crazy. I didn't even know Charlotte she don't even have kids. That's crazy. She gave a whole fucking youth to the company. That's
Well,
crazy.
the thing is, bro, it ain't her fault, bro. She just I don't know, man. She just choose the wrong men, bro. Her
Man,
and Andrade, from what I heard, her and Andrade were cheating on each other. But when Andrade cheated, bro, he had a baby out of wedlock.
yeah, he going shooting up the club, man. Can't be doing that.
And yeah,
Yeah,
man. So, and the thing is, man, people, I don't, I'm surprised that people booing her, man. She the one. Yeah, dude had a baby out of wedlock on her. I mean, she told the whole story on Sherry Shepherd. She was on Sherry Shepherd crying, man.
yeah, that's sad. I think why
Yeah.
they're booing on the wrestling show. I don't know about anything else, but they kind of feel like all right, you just gonna come up in here and just you gonna just win the Royal Rumble and get a title shot after a whole
They
year
didn't boo
off.
CM Punk last year. They didn't boo CM Punk. They were cheering for him to win. They
But that
welcomed CM Punk back with open arms, and then CM Punk, man, CM Punk was like bad mouthing the WWE after he left. He was going on podcasts, bad mouthing the WWE. He went on, got the AEW bad. The first night he appeared on AEW, bro, he was
Mm-hmm.
bad mouthing the WWE, bad mouthing the company. He come back, man. They like CM Punk, CM Punk. They love him, bro.
And I think what that is too is a lot of stuff he was saying is what a lot you've been on these forums, a lot of them saying the exact same thing, and then there's an element of the political space we want to get into that's pushing that too. So it's like it's a perfect storm. Charlotte Flair how they see her as, oh, she's priv in their eyes. She's a
Yeah,
Flair.
a
She's
nepo
privy.
baby.
She's a nepo baby. You just had a catastrophic knee injury, and you just gonna come back and win world. They're like they want you. You know, these fans want you to pay your dues and stuff. Like, it would have been better if she would have came back and then had a program with Nia or something. Not go straight into, like, you know what I'm saying, straight to the championship picture from being out for a whole goddamn year, and now everybody know your dirt. I mean, I get what the why the fans were saying that I wouldn't been booing, because I'm a little bit more empathetic to the flight. I'm married and everything, just like y'all are. I kind of like yeah, they're going through things. I'm not. I won't be easy on that, because that could happen to anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like these fans, a lot of these they don't give a damn.
No, they don't. They don't care. They don't. They don't care what you're going through, bro. If they don't like you, they're gonna boo you regardless, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But night one was interesting, man. We have to see what night two is gonna. You gonna do a preview show tomorrow?
You talking D True with me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a straight live stream tomorrow. I gotta do some work on the draft and stuff. I gotta do a little. I got get everything to get on my end for like my co-host coming back for the draft and stuff. Then
Uh-huh.
so I gotta work on that. But like I'm doing a watch party if anybody interested. I know y'all probably doing a watch party too, right?
No, no, we ain't doing the watch party tomorrow. We were just gonna do that today because D True got work tomorrow. So on Sunday I normally, spend time with family and everything. Early up in the day, I'll watch WrestleMania with them. But
Yeah.
afterwards, I'll just pull up on you.
All
I'll
right, bet.
pull up
That's
on
cool.
you
That's cool.
and hit the panel with you, and we'll discuss what happened tomorrow night.
Yeah, bet. I'm down. So I guess we done, huh?
Oh yeah, man. Any final words, bro? I'll start with you in the final words.
I enjoyed tonight, and hope if they can at least match it. I mean, being better is gonna be hard, but at least match the energy.
Yep. All right. Okay. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey, and I'll be over there. I'll be pulling up on you tomorrow night, man. Return the favor.
All right, salute.
All
All
right,
right,
salute,
Terrell.
bro. All right, man. Any last words, bro?
I'm gonna say this right here. Well, it was what I expected. I didn't expect nothing less. I didn't expect nothing more. It had you out of your seat. It had you. If you were a wrestling fan, you see where the mistakes was, but over and all, like I said, it was a manners. And let's see what night two bring. And respect to everybody that came out to support the channel, to support me this morning on the pre-show. And respect to everybody, and thank you for supporting us tonight. Love y'all, and two things: love, respect yourself. Cause when you love, respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self love is the best kind of love you can have. Cause who can love you better than you can love yourself?
Well said, my brother. Well said. I want to thank everybody for coming out on this WrestleMania 41 post show and reactions of night one. Everyone, thank you all. Make sure you hit that like button. For those of you that are going to watch the playback, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know, how do you feel about night one of WrestleMania? And also, how do you feel about Stand and Deliver? I think today was one of the best. This year was one of the best Stand and Delivers of all time. It got to rank up there with one of the greatest of all times. That Stand and Deliver call was it was iconic. It was iconic. Like I said, I give night one WrestleMania A minus. The energy level was there. The crowd was definitely into it. Some things could have been done a little differently. They would have gotten an A+ from me, but all in all, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, especially that main event. Little they put a little twist into that main event that we didn't see coming, but hey, you know, overall, I enjoyed it. So thank you all for coming out. I want to thank you all for joining us over at D Truth earlier today for the pre-show for the WrestleMania kickoff show. I want to thank all of you for coming to the WrestleMania post show. We will be doing a college football spring kickoff show this Friday. Had it scheduled for yesterday, but we're gonna do it next Friday, early up in the day, next Friday, and then we'll go into draft night Friday night. So, hey, uh, almost that time of year. You know, football season will be rolling back around here pretty soon. We got the NBA playoffs that tipped off today. So everyone, thank you all for coming out. This has been the First and 10 Sports Show, 20 East Media Network production. Hey, and like I always say, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you all. Peace and blessings, and enjoy your Easter Sunday, everyone. Thank you, and good night.